The body begins to speak in a language of stiffness and doubt. A simple walk feels like a journey, and the strength you once took for granted feels like a distant memory. Is this the inevitable story of aging, or is it a conversation we have simply forgotten how to have with ourselves? Most people hear only the noise of aging, not the body's message. 99% will miss the final part, where we connect the physical form to the inner structure that holds it. To skip this is to risk searching for external fixes, forever missing the profound strength that is waiting to be reawakened within. Body's wisdom. What does it truly mean to grow older? In our culture, we often see it as a decline, a slow fading of capacity. The joints ache, the muscles feel softer, and the simple act of rising from a chair requires a new level of intention. We are told this is normal, a path that everyone must walk. But is it the only path? Perhaps this process is not a failure of the body, but a failure of our attention. For decades, the body serves us tirelessly. It runs, it lifts, it carries our burdens and our joys. We rarely stop to listen to its subtle whispers, its requests for rest, for different nourishment, for a change in movement. We push it, we demand from it, and we operate from the mind, treating the body as a vehicle we simply happen to inhabit. Then, one day, the whispers become louder. They become aches, stiffness, a lack of energy. This is not the body failing you. This is the body finally demanding to be heard. It is an invitation to a new kind of relationship, one built on listening rather than commanding. The foundation of rebuilding is not a supplement, not a machine, not even a specific exercise. It is awareness. It is the practice of returning your attention, your consciousness back into the physical form. When you feel a knee ache, the common response is to see it as an obstacle, a problem to be fixed. But the deeper practice is to bring your awareness there without judgment, to feel it, to ask what it is communicating. Is it a lack of movement? Is it a pattern of walking that has created imbalance over many years? Is it holding tension from a mind that is constantly worried or rushed? The body is an honest mirror of our inner state. When we carry mental burdens, the shoulders become tight. When we live in a state of constant alert, the system becomes inflamed. The loss of muscle is not just a physical event, it is often the result of a system that is too tired, too inflamed, and too disconnected to properly repair and build. We are trying to add new bricks to a house whose foundation is silently crumbling from neglect. Before we can speak of rebuilding, we must first learn to inhabit the structure that already exists. This practice begins the moment you awaken. Before you even stand, can you take a moment to feel your body? Feel the weight of it, the breath moving within it. Can you notice the points of tension without immediately trying to force them away? This is the starting point. It costs nothing. It requires no equipment. It is simply the act of returning home to yourself. The strength you seek to rebuild is not just about muscle fiber. It is about the quality of energy that animates those fibers. It is about the clarity of the connection between your intention and the body's response. When this connection is weak, movement becomes clumsy, inefficient, and draining. But when it is strong, movement becomes graceful, powerful, and energizing, regardless of age. We see this in nature. An old tree is not weak. It is deeply rooted, its strength hidden within a gnarled exterior. It has learned to bend with the wind, to draw nourishment from deep within the earth. We must learn to become like this tree, understanding that true strength is not brittle and loud, but flexible, grounded, and deeply aware. So, the first step is not to run to the store to buy these teas. The first step is to sit with a simple cup of warm water, to hold it in your hands and feel the warmth, to drink it slowly and follow the sensation of it moving through you. This is the training. The training is to take an ordinary act and make it a practice of deep attention. If you cannot bring this quality of awareness to a simple glass of water, then the most powerful herbs in the world will only be a temporary solution, a patch on a deeper issue. The wisdom you seek is not in the tea. The tea is a tool to help you access the wisdom that is already inside your own body. It is a catalyst for a conversation that is long overdue. By cultivating this inner listening, you prepare the soil. You create a foundation that is ready to receive nourishment, ready to rebuild not from a place of fear or desperation in a fight against aging, but from a place of respect, harmony, and profound self-awareness. This is the true beginning of walking strong again, cleansing flow. Now that we have established the foundation, which is awareness, we can introduce the first tool. This is not about a quick fix, but about creating an environment within the body where healing and rebuilding can naturally occur. Imagine a garden where the soil is compacted and full of weeds. You can plant the most wonderful seeds, but they will struggle to grow. Our bodies are this garden. Over the years, through our diet, through stress, through patterns of movement, and even patterns of thought, we accumulate what can be thought of as internal debris or stagnation. In the physical body, this often manifests as inflammation. It is the body's response to constant stress, a low-grade fire that burns away at our vitality. It makes the joints stiff, the muscles sore, and it prevents the deep repair processes that are necessary for building strength. Our first task then is not to build, but to gently clear the way, to create flow where there is stagnation, to soothe the fire so that the body can finally feel safe enough to begin its restorative work. The first tea is a combination of two powerful roots from the earth, ginger and turmeric. We know them as spices, but they are profound medicines that have been used for thousands of years to manage this internal fire. But again, how you approach this is more important than what it is. The preparation itself becomes a practice. You take the fresh roots, you feel their texture, their earthy smell, you slice them thinly, noticing the vibrant color, the life force contained within them. As you place them in hot water, you are not just making a beverage, you are engaging in an act of intention. Your intention is to bring a warming, cleansing energy into your body. As you pour the water, you watch the colors infuse, the golden yellow of the turmeric, the pale light of the ginger. This is a visual meditation. It is the beginning of the process. You are taking something from the earth and consciously preparing it to become a part of you. This mindful preparation changes your relationship to what you are consuming. It is no longer a passive act, but an active partnership. As you drink this tea, do so with the same awareness we cultivated earlier. Don't drink it while watching the news or scrolling on your phone. Find a quiet space. Feel the warmth of the mug in your hands. This physical warmth is a prelude to the internal warmth it will create. As you sip it, feel the gentle, spicy heat of the ginger spreading from your throat down into your core. Feel it as a gentle, moving energy. Visualize this warmth entering the stiff places in your body, the knees, the hips, the lower back. Imagine it is like a gentle, flowing river, slowly dissolving the rocks and debris that have blocked the stream. The turmeric, with its powerful curcumin compound, works on a deep cellular level to calm the fires of inflammation. You do not need to understand the complex biochemistry. You only need to hold the intention. I am bringing peace and ease to my body. I am clearing the path for my own natural vitality to flow. This is the true power of the ritual. The physical properties of the herbs support the intention you set with your mind. This practice is not about drinking a gallon of this tea once and expecting a miracle. It is about gentle consistency. Perhaps you have 1 cup in the morning. It becomes a ritual that replaces a habit of rushing into the day. This simple act of starting your day with a warming, cleansing, intentional beverage sends a powerful message to your entire system. It says, today we will be gentle. Today we will support ourselves. Today we will move from a place of calm, not chaos. Over time, this consistent practice begins to change the internal environment. The constant ache in the joints may begin to lessen. The morning stiffness might not be as pronounced. This is the body responding to your care. It is a sign that the garden is being cleared, that the soil is becoming healthier. You are not fighting your body, you are working with it. You are using the simple, profound wisdom of the earth held within these roots to remind your body of its own natural state of harmony and flow. This creates the space, the clean slate upon which real, lasting strength can finally be built. Deep nourishment. Once we have begun the practice of clearing the space and reducing the internal noise of inflammation, we can then turn our attention to the act of deep nourishment. If the first stage was about weeding the garden, this stage is about enriching the soil. Rebuilding muscle and vitality after the age of 60 is not about force. You cannot command the body to be strong. You must invite it. You must provide it with the foundational energies it needs to begin the slow, steady process of regeneration. This is not the same as simply consuming protein, though that is important. This is about replenishing the very essence, the deep energy reserves that have become depleted over a lifetime of activity and stress. In many wisdom traditions, this is referred to as the root energy, the battery of our life force. When this battery is low, no amount of stimulation can create true, lasting strength. We must recharge it at its source. Our focus shifts from cleansing to building, from flowing to rooting. The second tea is a combination that focuses on this very principle. It is made from goji berries and astragalus root. These may be less familiar, but they are revered for their ability to build and restore this core vitality. Goji berries, these small red jewels, are not just full of antioxidants. They are traditionally seen as nourishing the very substance of the body, supporting the deep systems that govern longevity and repair. Astragalus root is a powerful adaptogen, which means it helps the body become more resilient to stress. It doesn't provide a false, stimulating energy like caffeine. Instead, it works quietly in the background, strengthening the body's own ability to produce and sustain its energy. It helps to fortify the house to make the foundation more solid. The preparation of this tea is also a practice. The dried astragalus root is woody and the goji berries are soft. You are combining different textures, different energies from nature. As you gently simmer them together, you are performing a slow extraction of their essence, an act of patience. When you drink this tea, the experience is different from the first. It is not fiery and stimulating, but subtle, slightly sweet, and deeply comforting. It feels like a hug from the inside. The intention here is one of receiving. As you sip it, your focus should be on nourishment. Imagine that with each sip, you are sending a message of profound support to your body. You are not just hydrating it, you are replenishing its deepest reserves. Visualize this gentle, nourishing energy traveling to the core of your being, to the very marrow of your bones. See it as a golden light that reinforces your inner structure, giving your body the raw materials and the energetic signal it needs to begin rebuilding. This is a quiet conversation. It is a promise to your body that it no longer has to run on empty. This practice helps to shift the body out of a state of chronic stress and into a state of deep restoration, where it has the resources to repair tissue and build new strength. Like the first, this is a practice of consistency. This is not a pre-workout drink. It is a foundational tonic. You might enjoy it in the afternoon, a time when energy often begins to fade. Instead of reaching for something that will spike your energy and lead to a crash, you reach for something that deeply nourishes and sustains. This regular act of replenishment slowly recharges your battery. You may not feel a dramatic jolt, but over weeks and months, you might notice a more steady, resilient energy throughout your day. You may find that you have more stamina for your daily walk. You may feel a deeper sense of being grounded and centered. This is the effect of nourishing the root. When the root is strong, the branches can grow. When your core vitality is replenished, the muscles have the resources they need to respond to the stimulus of movement. You are providing the deep, quiet, and essential nourishment that allows the body to do what it naturally knows how to do: heal, restore, and grow strong again. Sustaining structure, we have prepared the ground with awareness, we have cleansed the garden with a tea that creates flow, we have nourished the soil with a tea that builds the root. Now we must tend to the structure that grows from this foundation. Strength is not something you achieve once and then possess forever. It is a quality that must be maintained through consistent, mindful practice. This is where the third and final T comes into play. It is not for dramatic cleansing or deep building, but for daily support. It is the tool that helps us integrate the mind and body in our daily movements, transforming a simple walk into a powerful practice of sustaining our physical structure. This final stage is about discipline, but a gentle discipline. It is the rhythm of daily life, the steady commitment that creates lasting change and resilience. It is about creating a structure that supports our continued well-being. The third T is perhaps the most familiar, high-quality green tea, but we will approach it with a new understanding. We are not drinking it for a quick caffeine hit. We are choosing it for a unique compound it contains called L-theanine. This element works in beautiful harmony with the natural caffeine in the tea to create a state of calm alertness. It is not the jittery, anxious energy of coffee. It is a focused, centered state of being. This is the ideal mindset for mindful movement. It allows the mind to be present with the body, to notice the footfalls, to feel the rhythm of the breath, to observe the posture. This is the key to transforming a simple walk from a mindless chore into a meditation in motion, a practice that reinforces the connection between intention and physical action, which is the very essence of functional strength. The preparation of this tea, whether it is the whisking of matcha or the careful steeping of loose leaves, is a final ritual of focus before the practice of movement. Imagine this ritual. You prepare your green tea, holding the intention of bringing clarity and focus to your mind. You drink it slowly, not rushing. You feel that gentle wave of calm awareness wash over you. Then you stand up to begin your walk. Because your mind is not scattered, you can place your attention on your body. You feel your feet on the ground, a connection to the earth. You notice your posture. Are you slumped forward, living in the past? Or are you upright, open, and present in this moment? You coordinate your breath with your steps, a simple rhythm, in for 3 steps, out for 4. This simple act of coordinated breath and movement is profoundly powerful. It brings the entire system into harmony. The walk is no longer just about exercising the leg muscles. It is about integrating the entire system, mind, breath, and body. This is how you rebuild not just muscle, but a strong, coherent structure. The green tea is the catalyst for this practice. It helps to quiet the distracting thoughts and allows you to be fully present in the act of walking. It is in this state of presence that you build true strength. You begin to notice imbalances. Perhaps you lean more on one leg. You can gently correct this. You notice you hold tension in your shoulders. You can consciously release it. This mindful movement is far more effective at building functional, lasting strength than walking distractedly on a treadmill while watching television. You are reteaching your body how to move with grace, efficiency, and power. You are reinforcing the neural pathways that govern balance and coordination. The muscle you build is not just for show, it is intelligent muscle integrated into a well-functioning whole. This daily ritual, the tea followed by the mindful walk, becomes the sustaining structure of your well-being. It is the gentle, consistent daily practice that keeps the garden tended, the foundation strong, and the body a capable and joyful vessel for your life, allowing you to not only walk, but to walk with purpose, with peace, and with a strength that emanates from a place of deep inner harmony. The path to rebuilding this strength is not found in a single secret or a magical cure. It is a return to a simpler, more profound way of being with yourself. The teas are not the magic, they are merely instruments. They are beautiful, earthy reminders to pause, to listen, and to offer your body the conscious care it has been asking for. The ginger and turmeric clear the way for healing. The goji and astragalus replenish your deepest reserves of vitality. And the green tea brings clarity to the daily practice of movement. But all 3 point to the same truth. The body has an immense, innate wisdom. The strength was never truly gone. It was simply waiting beneath the noise of a busy life for you to come home to it. Which part of this message did you feel in your own body? Be honest. Are you listening to its whispers?